What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the QPR Series. And today we've got the Capital One Cup final against Arsenal, and got a recap previous month as per usual. And we've had some pretty we had a bit of a mixed bag. We've had some hard games and we've had some easy games, and we got a bit of a dilemma actually. Normally I pick the team before, and just to keep time on the video quite short, I like to pick the team before and then just go straight through rather than faff around picking the team. But today I've got a bit of a dilemma. So I thought I'd pick the team in the video just to explain why I'm doing what I'm doing. But we'll get onto that in a second. New contracts have been signed by Junior Hoylett, Tom Cleverley, to Stegen, and I think someone else like Tom Ince possibly, but I'm not 100% on that one, if it was him who signed the new deal. But new long-term, like 5-year contracts, so that's good to see they're going to be with us for the long haul. Last episode we played Arsenal, who are today's opponents, and beat them 2-0. Hazucha and Hernandez scored. But then really our strikers stopped scoring. They just seemed to do, until Hernandez later on, and Bennett arguably, but yeah, they just seemed to stop scoring. But we won that game 2-0. Then we played Wolves and beat them 1-0. Gabbiarini scoring an amazing goal from like way, obviously back in the left back position in our own area, and then just took the ball and took like 5 of their players on and scored a great goal. Then we played Stoke and beat them 4-0. No mistake, this game was not as easy as the scoreline suggests. Stoke are really difficult. Obviously, as you know, they're quite a physical team on the game. Like there's lots of fouls in the game, and a couple of my players got like temporarily injured. But we were 1-0 up. Well, 2-0 up after 52 minutes, and then the game changed. Hazucha came on, scored the third. Junior Hoylett quickly got the fourth, and that made the scoreline a little bit more convincing. Then we played Derby and beat them 1-0. Juranovic, whatever his name is, scoring. And they're 19th in the table, they were at the time anyway, and they were on a 10-game losing streak, or 10-game without winning streak. So to go away and win 1-0 is okay, but ideally we'd have been scoring a lot more. Then we played Huddersfield in the Cup, and again, beat them 2-0, but ideally we should be beating them a lot more convincingly. But again, it's not exactly a flamboyant team all the time. We have our moments, but we're a very efficient team at the moment, I would say. Nathan Redmond and Mason Bennett scoring for us, but this is a Huddersfield team that took Man City over 2 legs and beat them, which is quite impressive stuff. Then we played Benfica just now in quite an intense game, beating them 2-1. Hernandez got 2 goals to finally kickstart the goal scoring again, potentially for the strikers, so that's good to see. And all that means in the league, is we are currently sitting in second, but a game in hand and 1 point behind. So effectively, if we win our game in hand, we're top. Clear of 10 points but from Arsenal. So that's pretty awesome to see. Through in the FA Cup, the FA Cup, to face Tottenham at home later on in the near future. On an amazing streak, as you can see. Like, just this is the form, this is the style, this is what we need to be doing to win titles. And today's a real dilemma because we've got a 2-1 lead over Benfica, 2 away goals. That's awesome, and we got a lead, obviously, so that's good. But we got a cup final, and then 4 days later, a Europa League home game against Benfica. Now that Benfica game, as I mentioned, was very intense, and really, there was a lot of tactical decisions, like constant getting my assistant to your position instructions, me changing, giving out new shouts, just stuff like that. Just try to make, because that game was really, it was quite nerve-wracking actually, because, well, it was a typical European night. It was quite difficult. So today I'm at a slight dilemma, because if I play a full strength team in this game, then I'm not going to have them available, and I've got to bear in mind that I've not got everyone available for the Europa League anyway because of the squad situation in terms of, like, I've not got enough homegrown players, so we've got that issue to think about. And also, I don't want to go full strength here, be underpowered against Benfica win and go through in the Europa League. So it's kind of weighing up what do I do. So I'm thinking of playing a bit of a mixed team. I'm thinking Dave's got to play because he's not in the Europa League squad off the top of my head. To Stegen, because I'm going to go Courtois, because to Stegen, well, to be honest, I think goalkeepers it just doesn't matter actually. Redmond's been in incredible form, but El Shaarawy started against Benfica and wasn't doing anything. Brought Redmond on. Redmond changed the game and did really well. So I'm thinking of playing El Shaarawy to start today because Redmond may be required very much so for the Europa League. Junior Hoylett started against Benfica. Tom Ince came on, and again, it's the same scenario. But for this one, I'm going to start Hoylett because I think Hoylett could be that impact player that could change the game in this game. And if he goes off, you know, it's done. If this combination, El Shaarawy and Hoylett, started against Benfica, it didn't work. But when it does pay off, you guys know, Barcelona, remember, it works big time. Jack Rodwell's 92% fitness, so I don't want to risk him, so I'm going to have to start cleverly. Attacking midfielder. Now the dilemma is, do we go with... Well, I'm limited actually. Hazuch is going to play in the Benfica game, so it's going to have to be Teixeira to start in the game because we're missing Hernandez and Meher to injuries. Sirigliano didn't start. He was suspended for the Europa League game, so I'm going to assume his suspension is now over. I'm going to guess. Can I tell at all? Is there a way of telling? Normally there's like warnings everywhere, isn't there? So I'm going to... Oh, do we go with... I'm going to start him. We're going to put Nord Viet on the bench. Left back, Gambarini's going to start because I want the other guy for the Benfica game. Right back, it's going to have to be Morella, but 93% fitness, so it means I'm going to have to put a right centre back who can play right back on the bench, which will probably end up being a Corey. So I'm going to start the other guy today up front. Oh God, I'm reluctant to play Adam Wilson because his goal record has been very poor. Although he scored in the cup. I don't know who that was against, but we'll start. I'm going to play Christian Benitez up front. I think he could... I can't explain why. I just feel like doing that. Or we could go Fierro. Nordjat's got to go on the bench. Hazucha, just in case we do need something to change the game and just rip them apart. Hazucha could be that guy, I think. I'm not going to waste my time with Hernandez. Bennett scored against Huddersfield. Can he do it against Arsenal in a cup final? Probably not, you'd have to say. So that's the team we're going to go with, I think. This probably is going to make the video a bit longer than normal, particularly if we have extra time, penalties, etc., which we may do. So, but I felt like I wanted to explain why I was making substitutions. You saw it exactly as I was doing it live, sort of thing. So, what my thought pattern was, because it's quite a dilemma. Because as I was saying, if I play a full strength, I don't want to go out of the Europa League because I want to win the Europa League, but then I want to win the cup. So it's kind of a dilemma. What do I do? You mean Capital One Cup is not the priority this year, but neither is the Europa League because it's not the Champions League. So it's a juggling act. What do we do? Because I want to play a team that's strong enough to keep up our very impressive record in the cup final, and it's a cup final, so it's difficult. It'd be even more difficult if we were drawing the Benfica game, but we're not. We're winning slightly, but we all know things can go pear-shaped very quickly. Dave, though, is playing now. Gambarini. No, don't mess this up. Gambarini, you played brilliantly so far this season. Hoylett, change the game. Hoylett, no, Oxlade-Chamberlain's taking the ball off of him. Redmond's been playing out of his skin at the moment. I've been praising him in the private chat thing. He's just been playing formidable. Oh, that was an incredible effort. That looked like a powerful shot. Redmond, when he beats one defender, he beats two defenders. He just seems to have that rhythm at the moment to his play. I've signed a new 1-year contract extension just because Lyon have now approached me. God knows why I'd want to go to Lyon. If I've turned down Bayern Munich, Manchester United, Dortmund, Tottenham, who else have I turned down? PSG in the past. I've turned all these teams. El Shaarawy, Morella. Goal. Who scored it? Benitez? No, it's been disallowed. God, that could be an awesome moment. Oh, God. Please don't be one of those games where it just doesn't work. Please don't be one of those games where we get denied goals. Please. But if I was going to turn down all those teams, why would I want to go to Lyon? I mean, I think Lyon are... No, Marseille are top of the league at the moment. They're mid-table. But I turned them down, so I thought, let's try and see. This may stop these teams coming in for me all the time. I'm fed up of having to keep saying, I'm not interested, I don't want the job. So I've signed a new 1-year contract extension. Well, it's a 5-year contract, but effectively it's a 1-year contract extension on my current deal. And they offered me £58,000. Oh, what do I do here? Actually, I was about to do. What's Benitez like at penalty? I want to penalties day 15. I want to hold some subs, but I'm not going to make any changes yet because I want to know if it's going to have to go to the extra time. If it goes to extra time, I'm going to assume it's going to go to penalties, and at that point I need to put my best penalty takers on. Although, players with the best attributes of penalties always seem to miss, and it's always the rubbish ones that always seem to score, which makes no sense, but that's just the way it always seems to be. But we'll try and we'll play ball. We'll play the best attributes if possible. But they offer me like 50 whatever it was thousand a week. I'm currently on. I was on El Shaarawy taking two guys apart. Then misses a terrible effort. Why would you? That's frustrating. I was on 15 and a bit thousand. I've now signed a 14,000 thousand contract. Because there's just no point. El Shaarawy's injured. No. El Shaarawy can't be injured. Right, get him off. He's an injury liability. Take him off. And just do that. There's no point having your wages. There really is no point. So I just try and you guys know I always sign just the cheapest, most ridiculous contract because there's just no point to my wages. So cleverly though. Cleverly, bury it. No, he's in. No, does it count? Don't make a tactical change right now. Now my computer's gone to blue ring of death. Cleverly, goal 1-0. Yes, 1-0. Good. What a moment there to make a tactical change, my computer to freeze, and have a blue ring of death. Right when we score. Come on, don't do that to me again. I'm reluctant to. I'm thinking about taking Benitez off because of that yellow card. I don't want him making a silly foul, going down to 10 men, and then being defensively vulnerable at that point. So I'm going to take Benitez off now, put Adam Milson on, and save my final substitution just in case we're either chasing the game or defending right at the end. Because if we're defending, then I can take Sirigliano off and put Nordfeldt, whatever his name is, on. Or did I start Nordfeldt? I can't remember. That's really bad that I can't remember that. Come on. Right, now I'll make the change. Then again, Cleverly's pretty fucked. I've got half a mind to put Nova into there. Switching those two up despite Sirigliano playing really well, but then defensively that means that we're going to be a little bit more solid defensively because he's a better tackler than Cleverly is. Oh, don't do a blue ring of death. There we go, we're back. I'm making another opposition instruction change. I'm a big fan of it. I know a lot of people don't like those opposition instructions. A lot of people don't do them. I've always done them. I'm a big fan of them. Any slight instruction I can give to the players to stop a player, lock down a player, marking wise, anything, I think it's a positive. So it's there in the game. It's there for a reason. So use it. But we've now got Rella injured. Of course we have. But what we're going to do is we're going to do this because this happened the other day when Klein got sent off. So I put Nordfeldt, whatever his name is, into the defence alongside Dave. It was actually Dave. Brought a Corey, I think it was a Corey, onto the right back, and that way we kept our back four. But speaking of a Corey, I've seen him now play a couple of times for Villa. I've seen him play on TV. Do not score. Don't do that to me. Not again. SI. Please don't do it again. Not this late. Not Champions League. No. Come on. Please, Courtois, save this. Not again. Clear it. Save it. You got it, you dickhead. Really? Again. After that Champions League when it was late for Man City, now Arsenal have equalised late in another cup final. And we're down to 10 men. Really? Oh, what a surprise. What a surprise, it's going to extra time. Because that's never happened before in a cup final, has it? I don't want to change anything in terms of our strategy. I don't want to go to defensive, because if we go to defensive, we're not going to be scoring the goal. If we scored the goal, basically in extra time, that's going to be it, isn't it? Realistically. I don't want to go attacking, because they're hitters and destroyers. That's annoying. That is so annoying, to be 3 minutes away from winning another cup. And then just magically there's a penalty. What an awful surprise. Should have seen it coming. Should have seen it bloody coming. Speaking of Corey though, I've seen him on TV a few times. And then I've seen him live, been to see Villa play, and him play a couple times now. Well, I've been to see him once, at the moment as I record this, against Liverpool. And I've seen him obviously against Chelsea. He didn't feature against Arsenal. And it's really funny watching a play signed on FM live. It was just really weird. And now we've got another blue ring of death. My computer's loving this game. And actually, I think I'm actually really impressed with him. I thought he played really well, actually quite well against Liverpool. But I was really shocked at. I don't know what the hell happened there. We just seemed to give the ball away. I was really shocked at his height, despite knowing he's 186 or whatever it is in the game. It just Adam Milson doesn't have a good goal scoring record, but it won't count. Of course, it won't. I was really shocked at his height. I thought he was really small for a centre back. Maybe he was up alongside. He was staying alongside Vla at the point when I compared the two of them. It was really actually quite interesting to see the height difference. And of course, what a surprise! We've got a penalty shootout. Adam Milson, where are you on there? We'll go auto pick. Yeah, why not? Why not? I think long term, I wouldn't be surprised at all. Like, I know a lot of people want David Luiz to go as a defensive midfielder or a midfielder. I personally think Luiz should play centre back because I think he's a new style of centre back. But I think I wouldn't be surprised to see Okore go into the midfield, quite frankly, because I think he'd make the difference between him and Luiz is taller. Okore, because of his height, I wouldn't be surprised to see him go to be a defensive midfielder, like a Claude Makelele, Michael Essien, Gilberto, that sort of role. I really wouldn't be surprised to see that going forward if he gets the opportunity to do that, because he's quite comfortable on the ball, likes to get forward. He's very much on the Lewis school of defending. He likes to get forward. I think it'd be quite interesting to see if that happens. You heard it at first if it does. Tessera, of course Tessera missed. Of course he did. Of course he did. Let me guess what happens now. Awu is going to score. No, he's missed. That was a terrible penalty. That was awful. Gambarini, let me guess, you're going to miss. No, you're going to score. Good lad. Good lad. Continuing your good season. Jack Wilshere won't miss, let's be honest. No, we saved it. We've saved it. So, we've got a score, basically. Junior Hoylett. Oh! Junior Hoylett, a guy who's been amazing before us, scores. Can we score? Save again? If we can save again, that would be pretty awesome. Aaron Ramsey. Please save Aaron Ramsey. He's awful. Really? Aaron Ramsey scores, but Jack Wilshere doesn't. Oh, no, not him. Oh, he scored it. We've got it. We got it. We got the cup. There we go. Made us work for it. Should have done it in regular time. But what a coinky dink. We didn't, but we got in the penalties. So that's our first silverware of the season. But bigger fish to fry. Onwards to the Europa League. One of the top English managers. That's nice. Onto the Europa League, where we're gonna have to take out Benfica, qualify for the Europa League. And yeah, so next episode will be actually, I'm going to record it straight away. I'm going to record the Benfica game right now. So I'll see you for Benfica.